and welcome to my channel. I am Stephanie. This is the week 24, June the 12th through June the 18th weekly wrap up. So if you didn't catch that beginning, yeah, there's only going to be one video. I am switching back to one video. I am shutting down my Patreon. I want to send a huge thank you out to all those people that have supported me over there, but I'm shutting it down. My creative juices have just been like tanking lately. I mean, I have my 7-year books anniversary coming up, and I had thoughts of what I wanted to do for the live show, but even now I'm just like creatively like drained, just drained. And I'm in a creative slump. So it's like hard for me to like put out videos and things like that. So yeah, I'm just going to switch back to the one video probably per week, the standard weekly wrap up and the monthly wrap up. And that's going to be probably about it. At this point, I'm like, I don't have it in me to be creative right now. I don't know if it's that it's summertime and the kiddo's going to be around, so I want to do things with him, or what it's going to be. But yeah, so that's a little update on the where my channel is going to be and things like that. And once again, I want to thank those people that have been supporting me through Patreon. You guys have been amazing, and you know, I greatly appreciate you guys. Book mail. I got a whole bunch of it, so let's just go through it real quick. I have a package here from Valentine PR. Let's see what they decided to send me. No way! Oh, this is awesome! They sent me a special edition copy, or special edition cover of Help Me Remember by Corinne. You guys are going to hear about this in this week's review because I had it as an ARC. And yeah, this came out last week and it is such a good story. Oh my God, I can't wait to talk to you guys about it. But thank you, Valentine PR, for sending me this copy of it. Oh, I'm so excited. Yay. I believe I bought myself something from Amazon. Which book this is, I have no clue. Let's find out together. Alrighty, it looks like it's my copy of Black Knight, the 4th book in the Sin series by Alethea Romig. If you guys were in my Patreon, you would have already heard about this, but this is the 4th book in that series, and it culminates and concludes this Van and Julia story superbly. Just mwah, all those twists and turns that you had been taking in the former books really come together with this one. Got another package from Amazon, something else I bought myself. Let's see, what is that? Okay, it looks like I must have bought myself 2 copies of this. Yep. So I might be doing something with this one. I don't know. Haven't decided. May decide later. I don't know. Yeah. So I have 2 copies of that. I received my box from Harlequin. As some of you know, I read Harlequin all the time. I love their Desire line, and I am part of their subscription club, or I paid for their subscription club, where I get 4 new releases prior to them coming out. And this month I received, let's see, we have Vacation Crush by Yara St. John. Yay, here for it. Then we have The Rancher's Reward by J. Margot Critic, I think. I haven't had this author before in my box, so super excited for that, to try out someone new. I also got The Marriage Mandate by Shannon McKenna, right there. And then I also got Second Chance Vows by Jules Bennett. We love Jules Bennett, and this cover is stunning. Love it. So, super happy for those. All of those books come out September of 2022. Then, lastly, I received something via UPS, and it's from a book. I believe it's from a book people, maybe, possibly. I can't read the return address, so I'm not exactly sure who it's from, but let's take a look. Alrighty, it looks like, is it? Yes, it is. Super excited! Yay! It is an advance copy of The Hookup Plan by Farrah Relshan. I am super excited to get to this. This is the third story in the Boyfriend Project series, where these women were dating the same guy. They happened to meet on a dating at the restaurant, all three of them, and these are their individual stories on how they rebound from that, but they bonded through that encounter and have started a friendship. And this is the third woman. She is a doctor, if I am remembering correctly. Yes, a pediatric surgeon, and she's trying to balance her love life with her work and things like that. In the other two books, she hasn't really been fazed by it. You know, she appreciates that the other ladies are fighting love, but she's just still like, I have an important job to do, and ooh, I can't wait to see how she finds that love. This book comes out shortly. It comes out August the 2nd of 2022. So you guys, can't wait to tell you guys how I feel about this one. Super excited about that. So thank you for Estelle from Forever. Is it Forever? I think it is Forever Publishing. Yeah, Forever Publishing. Sorry, guys. Yeah. Thank you. Okay, let's get into the things that I did read last week. I read Help Me Remember, which is Rose Canyon #1 by Corinne Michaels. I am placing this in romantic suspense. I'm giving it 4.5 stars. I'm giving it 3 Sting fans. Like I said, I had it as an ARC. However, it came out last week and the audiobook is available, so go check that out as well. There are content warnings for amnesia, grief, murder, mystery, small town. Okay, so we have Brielle, who is involved in an incident, and she wakes up in the hospital not remembering 3 years of her life that she had. And then we have Spencer, who is her brother's best friend, and they've all been in each other's lives for since they were children, things like that. Spencer is a world-renowned Pulitzer Prize winning author or journalist, and he has writer's block. He's back in town, things like that. So you get to see how he uses his journalistic dealings or his tricks of the trade to help Brielle remember those 3 years that she has lost. And the twists and turns were absolutely amazing. It's not your typical Corinne Michaels book, which I am super happy about. It really kind of takes it to another level with the romantic suspense portion of it, because there is a mystery that's going on, because you're trying to figure out who did the killing and why the not the justification, the motive behind the killing, and just there's so many twists and turns, and you're just like, I just want this to happen correctly. And it was just so beautiful, and I can't wait for the rest of the stories in this book, because there are some characters in here that I'm just like, I really kind of wonder what's going on with these extra characters. So super excited about it. We do get to see some of Corinne's old couples and old characters, i.e. people from the Arrowwood series are mentioned, as well as folks from the Salvation series that are mentioned. So it was so much fun seeing those old characters on this new journey of this new town and stuff like that. So then the next book that I finished was Atlas, which is Gideon Brothers #2 by Nell, placing this in romantic suspense, dark romance, giving it 4.5 stars, giving it 4 Steam fans. Is it 4 or 4? 4.25 Steam fans, because it's just spicy. Had this as an ebook through KU. This is a Black author. There are content warnings that the author puts out as well in the beginning of the book. So if you get the ebook, make sure that you go back a couple pages to see the content warnings page, because it starts you on like the actual story. But if you were worried about the content, the trigger warnings and things like that, go back a couple pages. They include domestic violence, sexual assault, suicide ideations and attempts, discussion around suicide, PTSD, self-harm, what other? Substance abuse, childhood trauma. There's a lot. There's a lot going on here. So we have Alexander, aka Atlas, who has a trauma that happens to him when he is younger. And if you have read the other Gideon Brother book, which is Jag, then you know they have this huge family. They are all big men. So if that is something you are looking forward to or looking for in a book of not just the regular statured kind of men, no, these are mountain men. These are men that are like 250, 300 pound, 6 foot, 7 foot guys that come, have heritage in the Maori people, and just, I loved every single moment of learning about Atlas's troubled and heart-wrenching past. But he ends up meeting True when he is on a mission, and he actually saves her during this mission, and they bond over the fact that they are opening up to each other, letting down the walls that they have and that they have built from their traumas and things like that. And there's a lot of action that goes into this one too, and I was just like, oh yes, here for it. So True is our female character, and she is saved by Atlas in a bad guy's house. I don't want to give too much away, but yeah, she's in a bad guy's house, and whew, it's intense, but at the same time, it's such a good story, and you get to see more of the characters that you've already been introduced to. And I am like, Nell has a chokehold on me for these Gideon Brothers, and I am here for it. So then the next book that I finished was Southern Chance, which is Southern #1 by Natasha, Madison. Placing this in contemporary, giving it 2.5 stars, giving it 2 Steam fans. Had it as an audiobook and through Hoopla. There are content warnings for cheating, the possibility or the upheld rumor of cheating, parentage, like things going on, teen pregnancy, secrets within the family, just so misrepresentation, just so much is going on. So we have Callie, we have Jacob. They were childhood sweethearts, high school sweethearts. They were supposed to be in love forever, and he was going to propose to her during their senior prom, but then someone else steps in and is like, by the way, I'm pregnant. Neither side decides to talk it out at that moment. Then there's a whole lot of running from situations instead of communicating. And then there is this whole like fat and health representation that's in this book that was just like icky. It was so icky. I mean, I was just not here for it. And I was just like, really? Why? I mean, Callie talking about how she moved and now they have to be on the run. Her and her best friend have to be on the run back to her hometown, and all these Southern sayings, and everything's cooked in lard and this and that, and I need my green juice or something or another, and this ended up being a kind of hate read for me, because I was just like, really? Do we really have to go there? Why is this thrown in here? Why is that thrown in here? And I didn't feel like Jacob's hate for Callie for leaving after that bombshell on prom night to make her cry. Oh, and by the way, then there's another content warning for miscarriage. Like, seriously, all that rolled up, and then that ending in the epilogue, I was just like, what really? That's what we're doing. This was not yeah. It was very disappointing in my book, especially since I was like on a serious high with Natasha's like hockey stories. I was like, yes, I'm loving these, but not loving this one. I don't even think I'm going to finish this series, but I am going to go back to the hockey romances. Then the next book that I finished was The Journey Continues, which is a Hidden Truth series number 2 by D.L. Winters. I don't know where I want to place this, if this is a mystery, if this is a thriller, this is suspense, what this book is. I'm giving it 2 stars, giving it 3 Steam fans, had it as an ebook on KU. I read the book before this one, a week, 2 weeks ago, something like that, and really enjoyed. Oh my gosh. There were moments where I wanted to DNF it, but then I ended up enjoying after all the twists and turns and things like that. This book, I cannot say the same for. This book, there were way too many characters, way too many voices being told, way too many like headers of, all the characters involved. And I was just like, I don't understand. And then there's this like weird open ending that ends up happening, and I can't find this author on social media anywhere to find out if there's going to be a 3rd book or not. I was under the impression that it was a duet, and nothing has really been answered. So there's that. Then the final book that I finished reading last week was Peter, which is Gideon Brothers number 3 by J. Nell. Like I said, she got a chokehold on me right now. It's a contemporary, over 35 characters. As a matter of fact, all of the Gideon Brothers stories are over 35. So if that's something you enjoy, which I did, all of the characters are like rooted and substantial, and now they're finding love, and I was just like here for it. So giving this one 3.5 stars, giving it 2.5 Steam fans. Had it as an ebook. This is a Black author. By the way, the last one was a Black author as well. This one has content warnings for child abuse, sexual assault, suicide. I think the triggers kind of just go along with the series, because I don't remember specifically having or hearing anything about suicide in this book. But you cannot read this book without reading those other 2 books, because at the end of it, there's this like little drop in for the next book. And I was just like, oh, what is going on? Chokehold, you guys, on me. But we have Peter, who is our hotel billionaire. He is the bomb, and we get to find out his story on why he is just the sweetest grand Peter ever. Oh my God. I love him. He was in love with this woman, this young girl that when he was a young guy, in high school, but he had a girlfriend and he was going to, marry this girl. So he didn't consider this other girl, Lennox, and the 2 of them were friends. They were just friends, and they had their own lives, and then they were finally brought back into each other's orbits when Lennox had a conference to attend in Peter's hotel. It was so good. It was so good. I rooted for this couple, like, as soon as I figured out that Lennox was Peter's like high school sweetheart. I was just like, oh. Now this book does have a good dose of racism and colorism in it, so just be warned about that one. But Ugh. Sexy fox, sexy silver fox. That's what this book, yes. All the goodness. Them two coming back together was just mwah, mwah. And learning their history was so good, so good. So what am I currently reading? I am currently reading Obsessed, which is the Mate Games #1 by Meg Ann K. Loraine. Joseph, Gideon Brothers #4 by Nell. Last on the List by Amy Daws. The Prince's Bride Part #2 by J.J. McAvoy. I'm going back in, you guys. I'm going back into this one. And finally, Sin and Magic by K.F. Breene. Going back into this one as well because I recommended the first book to India, and now I want to finish out this series because, yeah, I want to. So, other than that, that is all that is going on in my reading life. Like I said in the beginning, I am in a creative slump. It's not hindering my reading. Thank goodness. Whew. So glad for that. But I want to say how much I appreciate all of my patrons again, as well as you guys that end up watching these videos. I'm sure there's going to be quite a few of you that are going to be happy that I'm moving the full reviews back to the regular channel. I hope you guys are enjoying that or will enjoy that. But yeah, other than that, I don't have anything else going on. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. Also, there is a feedback form as well as my 7-year Bookstagram or Booktubeathon. Why did I say Booktubeathon? Booktubeversary celebration form, my author interest form, as well as my author suggestion form down in the description box, so you guys can help me improve my channel, give me ideas, or participate in those different things that I have going on, that I am still going to continue, because I am going to continue my Let Me Introduce You series. This week won't be one. It's been pushed a different week to next week, just because of the book release for the author that I will be interviewing. Sigh! I can't wait for you guys to see this video. It's amazing. Oh my God. It was so good. It was so much fun interviewing this person. So yeah, there's that. And I think that's all. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in another video.